Hello, and where are you going to now?
To Granny's.
Are you going to have a lot of fun?
A tiny bit.
A tiny bit. Is Peso coming with you?
Yeah, I'm picking the big one.
Okay, right. Time to go. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you tonight.
Good night.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Come on. Good morning. It is Sunday and the boys are just off to their granny's house. We're going to the cinema today and we were going to bring them on our way there, and then I was struggling so much to keep the house tidy with them basically making a mess as I tidy up. I just need the house tidy once and for all, well, at least some of the house, like the living room and the kitchen, to be able to function better. So we asked if they could go earlier this morning, so I have a couple of hours before we need to go for the cinema, and it means I can tidy up and get a shower without fear to be interrupted while in the shower, which if you have young children you will understand. I can actually enjoy my shower without feeling I have to rush. The first thing I'm going to do is taking the clothes we got for Alfie that are still too big and putting them in the boxes I started yesterday. There we go. All these clothes are 6 to 9 months and all these are 9 to 12, and they're going to be able to go in the wardrobe. These are all new clothes, so either things we got as gifts or things we bought when we were in France or here. And I still have in the attic a massive, like a bag, do you know what, of these vacuum bags with all of Owen's clothes. I kept everything from Owen. I won't do the same for Alfie because I don't know if we're going to have any more children, and if we do, I've learned this time that even if I have kept the same, like everything from Owen, there's only a small fraction I can use because they are not born at the same season. And when the sizes change so quickly when they are small, I can't actually reuse things. Like, for example, the clothes I have, Alfie's wearing 3 to 6 months at the moment, and all the clothes I have from Owen from that are very wintry clothes, so big coats and things like that, which were kind of, well, it's the summer, it's the month of August, but the summer clothes have been used for France, and I think they are just gonna go because it just has very little clothes that are summer clothes in this size at the moment, and I'm trying to make them last until the next size because I have quite a few mid-season stuff I bought in France for the next size up. And yeah, it's just very hard to know, so I'm just going to keep the one that have a sentimental value, and I just didn't want them to go, I didn't know where, so I'm happy that I have some friends who are having baby boys in the next few months, so I can actually just give them clothes, so it helps them, and at least I know they are going somewhere nice, and all the rest I am donating to charity because I know it will go to babies that need those clothes, so I'm happier with that than them being chucked in a bin or just given somewhere where I don't know where they're going to go. So yeah, that's one thing done. I am now going to go for my shower. My shower is done and I am dressed. I have just put the last load of washing on. I feel like I'm getting there. And I'm just going to double check what time the movie is at because I can't remember. I know it's 12 something, but I can't remember exactly, and I want to make sure we get there on time. We're going to see Ant-Man, which I have to admit the title makes me laugh a bit. Would you trust somebody called Ant-Man to save you? I wouldn't. To me it's like the name of kind of parody. I know it's not, but we'll see. It's meant to be funny. I love Marvel movies in general, so should be alright. I don't think it could be absolutely horrible, so I'm gonna go and see it and go for a meal afterwards to a place right beside the cinema. We've been there for our wedding anniversary and it was quite nice, and so we're gonna go there again, and then coming home probably to just finish off a few things before we pick up the boys. Yeah, I also need to do, I know every day I say I'm going to do this, but I haven't done it yet. By tonight I will have ordered my shopping for the week. I've bought, yesterday I was in Tesco's and I got this. It's a book with loads of recipes, and the problem is that I want to make a meal plan because I want to save money and eat healthier and cook better food and all that, but I have no inspiration whatsoever when it comes to coming up with recipes. Sometimes I have loads, and at the moment for some reason I just can't think of anything. So I thought, there's 100 recipes in that book. I have about 1 million cookbooks, so if between everything I have I can't come up with a meal plan for 1 week, I don't know what's wrong with me. But I probably won't be able to, but you can tell me then there's something wrong with me. We are on our way to the cinema and James is driving me in his new car for the first time. Woohoo! Yeah. It's weird, we feel like we're very low to the ground because our other cars are much higher, but it's a nice little car. Arrived at the cinema and this is James. And behind James is that Papa Roy's restaurant, that's where we're gonna go after. There's also like a coffee house and ice cream place called Sassy Elephant right beside. That was not open last time, it has opened now. And there's gonna be like a third restaurant, it's like a grill, it's called the Studio Grill, opening I think in September sometimes. So we're off to see Ant-Man. We are at a place called Sassy Elephant, and we decided that for dinner we would have dessert. So we're gonna have ice cream. I have Ferrero Rocher, Snickers and Kinder ice cream, and James has Red Bull, white chocolate and raspberry, and Ferrero Rocher as well. I've finished our ice cream and we decided that instead of having dinner we would have ice cream in the place. And we would take some cake away because everything looked really nice, so we just had to try things. It's a new place, you have to sample things and all, and I know I told you this morning about healthy eating and meal planning and all that, but it hasn't started yet, so it's okay. Did you like your ice cream?
It was delicious.
It was really, really nice ice cream. And I got vanilla latte to take away, and I like the cup, it's all bumpy, can you see? And we got some red velvet cake to take away. There was a lot of cakes that looked really nice, and the place inside looked really nice too. I kind of fell in love with some light bulbs inside at the same time. Didn't really want to film because there was a lot of staff and people there, and
it's tiny.
Yeah, it's a tiny place, but it's nice, tiny, it's
cozy.
Yeah, cozy, I liked it, so we'll probably go back there. We are back home now, and I am steaming some butternut squash to make some baby food for Alfie. I have some tiny pots I had from Eoghan. They are just soaking in soapy water there because they're not dirty, but they were sitting in a big box in the attic for quite a while, so I just want to make sure they are clean. And then I will just blend them in the blender. I bought some organic carrots as well to make some, but figured that's already going to make plenty, so I'll start with that and see how it does. And if it doesn't really take to it, I will just leave it for another few weeks. And I now have 10 pots of baby food. Now they are tiny. This is just like 1 ounce. These are bigger, but I just haven't filled them. There's no point. These were actually on offer in Tesco's in their baby event, and they are really handy because they go in the freezer and the microwave and all. So I've got quite a few new ones like that. I really like them. These I had got in Boots before. It's Boots' own brand of tiny pots of baby food. Baby food is cooling down, and I am cooking some baby potatoes for dinner tonight. I usually just cook them in there and then we'll just reheat whatever we need. They probably will do us several, well, 2 dinners at least, so we can just reheat them as we need, but at least everything is cooked. The boys should be back in about half an hour to an hour, so I am now going to tidy up everything in the living room, and some of the toys are actually going to go back into Eoghan's room because we have just too many down the stairs, and that's when it gets out of control. And tomorrow we should receive a jumperoo for Alfie, so I'm going to clear some room here to be able to put it here without it taking the whole space. He loves to actually, it looks almost like he's Irish dancing on our lap. He just wants to stand up and tap his feet, so I thought that might keep him entertained for a wee while, and he probably will like it because he likes to bounce on us a lot, so we'll see tomorrow when it comes if he does like it. But in the meantime, I am going to tidy up the whole living room. I have finished the laundry. Next I am going to sort out, I am rotating. This is the toy furniture we have in our living room. I don't like to have toys everywhere, so we are kind of rotating the toys. And Owen loves Playmobil, so at the moment he had the dollhouse with the car and 3 people, but at the moment he plays with the camper van and the swimming pool and the vet a lot, so I'm just switching the toys around, so it's kind of like he has new toys when they're not really new, they're just rotating. I just finished tidying up the kitchen and the living room. I am now going to water the flowers. It's probably the end of a lot of them, but I'm going to try and salvage whatever is left, but I guess once summer is over I'm just going to have to accept that they will not come back to life. The garden is now all watered. I also removed, I have some window planters, and there was some of the flowers had died. They had been in bloom for quite a few months, so I guess it was just that time, and some new flowers have taken over, so it looks a bit like a messy meadow. I don't know, I'm going to show you through the window actually to show you what I mean. Hold on, I'm going to move the blinds. See those little blue flowers, whatever you call them, look a bit crazy, but it doesn't make the... I actually have removed all the flowers that were dead, and the flowers I had in the garden are in a very weird shape because of the wind, but they seem to survive, so I've kept flowers alive for a whole summer so far. I am now going to do what I've said I would do the whole week, which is my meal plan. So I have my meal planning thing and a shopping list, so then as soon as I add a meal I add the ingredients to the shopping list, and I have my magazine where I have selected a few recipes from, and this is Jamie's Ministry of Food. I just removed the cover because it just annoys me, it comes off all the time. And we have post-its at the top, some recipes to make. Owen said he loves peas apparently, so we're about to see. I'm going to try and make this. He does love pasta and he does like ham. This is mini shell pasta with creamy smoked bacon and pea sauce. I'm trying to get him to eat any kind of vegetable. He refuses every time, so I'm hoping by hiding them in the pasta, well, having them in pasta. He said he loves this so much he wants to eat it all day long, so we'll see. So that's the one where Owen will try vegetables, and then I am going to look into that magazine and pick some of the recipes for us, and then I will order the shopping to collect it tomorrow. I ordered a jumper for Alfie and it's coming tomorrow, and this is what makes me think that he loves it. Look at the face.
I'm going to look at it.
Owen.
Again.
I'm feeling the jumper.
You're too big to be in a jumper, right?
Because we made well.
Owen is now going up to bed and Alfie is back with us. Hello baby Sha. Do you have a nice day? Yes, it looks like you did. I'm going to stop the vlog here, and I will see you tomorrow for another week. The good news is I have ordered the shopping and I have done my meal planning, so I'll show you during the week as I am cooking some new meals what we are doing. But basically making a meal plan and cooking much more from scratch means that it's the shopping for the week was about £15 cheaper than it usually is. We will have healthier meals and fresher food, so I think it's a good plan to go ahead with that. And for now I will say goodbye. Say bye bye baby Sha. Bye bye. Bye bye.